Welcome back, it's Raktar, and before today's recording, I decided to go buy some stuff, and I just wanted to show all the cool shit that I bought. Secondly, this area is so ominous. Like, I was always like, why did they just choose to have... See, and you can see my Zenny is at 1120. I have, like, no Zenny right now whatsoever. I probably should have sold some of the stuff that I bought, but... So I bought Turbo Battery, which will max my energy. Oh, it doesn't max it out, actually. Dude. With Blast Unit on, I can max my... That still doesn't max it out? Holy fuck. Eventually you can put 3 items on, so don't even worry about it. But I bought these 2 items so I could put those on. But then I also, in special, not special weapons, in special items, I bought the Kevlar jacket finally, but I also bought the upgrade. Well, I bought the flak jacket, then I bought the Kevlar jacket. There's actually one more upgrade, but it's really fucking expensive. And I used the rest of my money to get a few more energy canteen things, but just... So yeah, I just thought I would show all that cool shit that I bought. So yeah, holy shit, stops half of the damage that's done to me is going to be stopped now. My Buster Gun is pretty wickedly upgraded at the moment. And if I step on that mine, I'll fuck myself. But now I'm going to go inside. No more ominous, no music. I'm tired of the ominousness. I'm tired of the musiclessness. We need to crank up some... tunes. Actually, there's really no tunes inside the ruins, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I'm pretty sure that the ruins music... Oh no, it has, like, low, ominous... Yep, it's got the low, ominous notes being played violinly. I love the low... Yeah, actually, this place does have music. I don't know why I thought this place did not have music, but as you can hear, Reaverbots are already... all over this place. Oh, dude, these guys are fireball versions of the old guys. But by the way, so, I don't even care what she is blabbing on about. She is, like, so annoying. And like I said, she's just blabbing on about support stuff, but it's like, I'm a fucking pro who gets hit by fireballs. I don't care about what she has to be saying to me. Except for the fact that like I said, I am getting, like... pounded in the butthole by all these fireballs. And she made me forget what I was gonna say. I was actually gonna say something. I was in the middle of something. Well, who cares? We got holes in the wall. Time to feel this place out. Search it up like a mother freaking champion. It really does. It is weird in games where there's always music. Like, so in the game Dark Souls, there's not always music. And so... when there is music, they're sort of trying to, like, make a point by having music there. Like, they're like, there's music here that is, like, legitimately done sort of for a reason. So in a game like this, I guess when there's not music, it's done for a reason, but it's just so weird. It's like, they can't even put ominous music for me to at least have, like, some sort of sense of ominousness, but I don't know. But now I did remember what I was going to talk about. So, you may notice that my Buster Gun... can fire at a pretty impressive rate right now, and that's because I did what I was actually talking about. I put most of my money into energy upgrades because I perceive the energy. I don't know why I perceive this. Oh, by the way, so if you don't have the jump boots, you can't take the shortcut. I just thought I'd point that out. It's kind of neat that they put sort of like little cuts around areas in that you can only get to if you have, like, certain items. And so this is the main route usually, but let's take the upgraded jump boots route that you usually wouldn't be able to get to. Actually, you might be able to get to it, but I'm almost positive that you can't get to this route unless you have... Oh, it's these dudes. But yeah, I'm almost positive that this route can't be gotten to unless you've upgraded the jump boots. You might also notice my range is not that fantastic with this weapon. But it fires... What's cool about the way... Oh, I want that. That is a big refractor. There we go. What's cool about my current setup... Oh, shit. Why did it go after that guy? Look at that. It's so weird the way it just changed targets like that. But I think I shoot 5 in a row right now. And the 5 in a row is because my energy is upgraded. What's neat is... if you have one thing upgraded all the way... or if you have your energy maxed... you will never stop shooting lemons. Like, you will basically just shoot lemons forever and ever and ever for as long as you're willing to hold the attack button, so... It's really neat. I think energy, like, it's just, and this might just be my own personal perception, I think energy is, like, the best investment in this game. Like, if there was one skill that I just had to, like, choose to upgrade, I think I would go energy every time. So let's kind of search out these halls, because I don't know what's in them, and I think there's Ryan secrets in them. And by Ryan secrets, I mean Ryan secrets. Oh yeah, hole in the wall. Hopefully it's, oh, it's a ring. You know, I think someone in this game, oddly enough, is like, I'm missing my wedding ring, and I was always like, were they down here? I forget what the ring is for, but I really do legitimately think that you're supposed to give it to somebody who is like, my wedding ring got lost. And I think maybe it's a person who says they were a digger, because that just wouldn't make any sense for a non-digger to just be chilling out in this place and lose their way. Okay, no doors. Let's look at my map. As you probably know, I like to search every area of the map before I go through any doors, because doors will take me to other areas, and then my, like, OCD-ness will totally get messed up. That's what's really actually stupid, is that, oh, where did this little bugger come from? Whatever. As long as those guys don't get close to you, they're not threatening. They just, what they do is, you can see them, like, exploding, and basically, if you don't shoot them before they descend upon you, they'll explode on your face, and you will get hurt. I think they do a reasonable amount of damage, but I'm not actually sure, because that's one of those enemies in a game where I can almost, with, like, utter certainty, say that I've never been hit by it before. Like, there's enemies in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time as well that, when I play the game, I'm like, I don't think I've ever been hit by that enemy before. And there's other games like that, too, where, like, as an example, no, that's not true. I don't think that's true at all. I was about to say, I don't think I've ever been hit by a bullet bill in, Ooh, starter key. Good. We needed to come this way anyway, so that's perfect. But yeah, in The Legend of Zelda... What enemy was I just naming before she interrupted me? But yeah, there's totally enemies that I just feel like in games that I've just never taken a hit from in my life. Just because they're generally easy enemies. Like, there's just no reason for it. And some enemies, I almost wonder, like enemies like those little floating things, why they put them in the game. But, I mean, I understand that every enemy in the initial design probably had a purpose. But, at the same time, oh shit. Oh, see, look at that, it almost hit me. Maybe my confidence is unusually, maybe I'm being unusually optimistic. Like, obviously, that thing almost hit me, but only because he surprised me. Not because he's got the skills to pay the bills. The only person with the skills to pay the bills in this dungeon is me, and I've also got the sweet, sweet Zenny. I want to get all the Zenny so I can get the awesome, God, look at my OCD. Like, I have to... so, I'm not that OCD of a guy, but for some reason, in games like this, where, the map sort of, like, routes itself around, where like, the map is just completely, it builds itself around where you have walked, it is, like, almost impossible for my brain to not just be like, alright, now I gotta go this way, now I've gotta map out this part of the area, and so on and so forth. But I'm actually going to, no, let's just keep on exploring this room. There was a room, actually, that I missed, because there was a door, it was even, like, the main route door, and I didn't go on it. And here, by the way, I will point out, is another enemy that terrified me as a child. And you might be asking yourself, Raktar, where is said enemy that terrified you as a child? Like, I don't see any enemies around here, and of course, there you saw it. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's even terrifying me now because I'm about to have two of them on me. It's because get the little explodey guy, seriously. No, get the... Damn it! They tricked me. See, the only reason that was a problem is because the little explodey guy was making so I couldn't aim properly. See, obviously I have a problem with these guys as an adult and not just as a child. But seriously, as a kid, these enemies, like, scared the shit out of me. Like, I genuinely would not even stop in this room. I would always just run through this room as quickly as possible, no questions asked. I was like, okay. I was like, the faster I can get through this room, the better, because these enemies are going to rock my world like nobody's business. But now I'll just sit here, kind of like lock on, try and just rock some hits off on him. Like, okay, as long as I can just rock some hits out on this loser, I will get the kill on his face, and it should not be a problem. But, like I said, straight up, kill that guy. There we go. As a child, these guys plagued, perplexed, and made me cry. Oh, look into him! As you can see, like I said, though, I obviously am not much better than I was as a kid, because... Oh, get him! I'm still getting my ass handed to me by this dude. Seriously, I'm not actually sure if I've ever explored, like, the ground floor of this room, just because I was always so scared that these guys were, like, coming at me, and I couldn't see them, and I was like, what is gonna happen? I was like, this thing's coming right at me. I don't know if it's gonna murder me or if I'm gonna murder it, but usually I'm the one who does the killing around here. I'm Raktar, and I'm the murderer. I'm the murderer in this area, but now I'm gonna go back through the main door, because I do believe that the only way to get the third starter key was to take the door. Yep. This door that I skipped in here, what it'll do is it'll reroute me back around to the platform. You saw there was a platform in the main room that I wasn't able to, like, jump high enough to get to. And that is this platform right here, yeah. And so if you fall again, like, don't be dumb and fall, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Because if you do, the game is going to force you to come back up here. And I'm pretty certain that this is the starter key, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, and that's 3. And I'm almost 100% sure that this game follows the, like, the classic video game rule of 3, where there's nothing that you need 4 of to get things going. Which basically means, I've completed this dungeon. There's actually, if you are a little bit OCD at all, you're probably, like, screaming in your head, Raktar, there's a hallway that you didn't go down in the very first room. I am aware of that, and I will get to it. I think I'll get to it on my way out, but right now I'm more kind of stupidly trying to just get this whole map mapped out. Why do I even do that? Like, it's so important to me, but look at that. What will it really hurt me? Like, that's the funny thing that I ask myself is, like, at the end of the day, is it really going to hurt me to not have those squares mapped out? Is there anything that you can get by being up on this platform? Does this platform really exist only for the purpose of nothing? Man, that is one of those things that for some reason, when I see, like, a platform in a game that exists, like, purely for the purpose of existing, I'm just like, why would they do that? Oh, by the way, I am not even gonna... I'm gonna run. These things, holy fuck. I was never ever good at fighting these damn sharks. Like, they always terrified me, even now in my adult life. Their move is just so annoying. If you get hit by it, it does an ungodly chunk of damage. Like, they're just such an annoying enemy that I don't even want to mess with them. So this room is not important. For some reason, there's a big thing. I wonder if I can interact with the big thing. Interact with it. Say, hit the blue button. Nope. Yeah, it doesn't give a fuck about that thing. You can probably, if you've ever played a video game before, you can probably guess what that thing is. By the way, I just skipped through Roll's text. I don't pay attention to a lot of the text that Rogue says in the dungeons, because it's all just like, Mega Man, there's the thing right in front of you. Maybe you should grab it. And it's sort of like that thing in video games where it's like, yeah, maybe I should grab it, because what else would I fucking do? Like, why did you even bother paying that woman who plays Roll to voice act that? But as you can see, McGuman is once again perplexed by the lack of traps set for him, but like I said, if you've ever played a video game before, you'll know that I just bombed myself and did damage right before a boss fight. What I was about to say, yeah, if you've ever played a video game before, naturally, this is the boss.
Man, I'm picking up a Reaverbot signal. It came out of nowhere. It's a big one. The readings are going off the scale.
Do the only thing that you were built for. Oh, no, that's death. Well, I'll meet you back here in fucking 20 minutes when I get to this boss again. Oh hey, as long as I'm fighting my way back in, I might as well show what's down this little hallway right here. It is a box, and let's see what's inside, just for the hell of it. It is old hover jets. That's actually an important thing that I need for an item that I really want. Alright, I'm just gonna start at take 2 on this boss, because the first take, A, I spent about 7 minutes fighting him, and B, I didn't even have a good strategy for him. So now what's funny, though, is I've come back a learned man. So, you can only hit this guy in the head, and what I was doing wrong the first time was actually sort of funny. I didn't realize that the best way to hit him in the head, I actually had to make a fucking Egoraptor joke here. The best way to shoot this guy is actually because I didn't realize the truth. And the truth is that I'm jump and shoot man, but I'm not jumping and shooting. And what I was doing before is I was basically just like standing and trying to hit him with like no guarantees that I could hit him. But now I've returned with the strategy of jumping, and hopefully that will actually yield some damage. By the way, this attack is generally annoying. That second attack that he does, the one where he's, oh look, he stumbled. Nice. So the second attack that he does, where he does the big jump, not this one, but where he, like, jumps into the middle of the room, that attack surprisingly actually does way more damage than, like, this attack you'd think being spiked in the fucking body by, like, some dude's, like, spike head would yield more damage, when in reality, it does not. Like, I don't know, I always just felt, look, that's just like a shockwave. Like, just the shockwave of an attack doesn't seem to be, oh, there's a hit. Just the shockwave of an attack doesn't seem to be nearly as damaging as, like, a, what am I trying to say? Just the shockwave of an attack doesn't seem to be nearly as damaging as, like, getting spiked in the torso, but apparently, according to this game, getting spiked in the torso does less damage than just, like, the shockwave of a dude jumping at you, so Mega Man logic for sure. Anyways, there's a few things that I explained during this fight the first time that I would like to mention now that I'm doing this fight, A, the right way, and B, I'm actually showing this one, and that is that this fight, when I was a kid, actually caused me to quit the game for about several months. Like, I got so mad that I couldn't beat this guy that I was just like, I can't take it anymore, I'm quitting this game. This is so dumb, it's so badly designed, why would they make a boss that's so hard to beat? But now, I can totally appreciate the fact this boss is slightly annoying. And, like, now I'm doing okay, oddly enough. Like, before I was just sucking ass. Like, my first time, like I said, I spent about 7 minutes fighting this guy and yielded almost no results. Like, I got him down about halfway and died. But right towards the end of that 7 minutes, look at this! He's living with no health. What a dick. But right towards the end of the 7 minutes, I was like, oh, this is so worthless. It's just like, I've been fighting this dude forever, and now I'm just now understanding the strategy after playing way too long. But anyways, I finished this entire dungeon right now because when I was coming back, I decided to just go to that room that is kind of like chilling out there. So in a few episodes I'll show these both lead to different sets of ruins, but they're kind of worthless until you get the drill arm, so I might not be exploring those until later in the future. But for now, I am going to end this episode right here. In the next episode, I will be taking my red refractor back and using it to fix the flutter, so finally we'll be able to go all the places that we could never go with an unfixed flutter. So, this has been Raktar. Thank you for watching.
You must be getting hungry, Mega Man. I made some apricot pie. Are you up for a slice when you get back?
By the way, I thought I would just show that random ass shit that I was just walking back and she was just like, apricot pie! I was like, that is just the weirdest flavor text. Like, that text did not influence my enjoyment of the game whatsoever. They probably just felt that running back was just, like, really long and boring, so, like, we should probably have somebody say something, because you're really just running back through a pretty long dungeon that has no purpose.